Hi, good afternoon, everybody. If you could hear me, just say good afternoon in the chat and we're gonna get started. Um, okay, so today, because we're online, right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a short class today. But what we're gonna do is get as much notes as we could get done so that on Monday we just gotta do some practice. So I need y'all to be ready to write as fast as you can. And so make sure you have your book, pens, and everything ready. So we're gonna get started now. 。  . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . 。 . . 。 . 。 . . . 。 . . 。 . . . . . . . . 。 .
「
Now, matrices, to be honest with you, is a very easy topic. It's just that you need some specific skill sets that you have to be very good at, okay? Um, so I saw a few persons say good afternoon. Y'all seeing the screen? I know I have to zoom in a little bit, but I just want to make sure y'all seeing it. Okay. All right, guys, let's get started. The earlier we start, the earlier we could finish, okay? So there are certain things I'm gonna need you to write, and I'm gonna tell you what are those things. You got some things that are not here that I need you to write that I will write on the board. So first thing first, head up, matrices, the date. Today is Wednesday, I think the 7th of February. Sorry. No, everything I have here, you don't have to write. So you're really paying attention to everything I tell y'all to write, okay? So y'all ready? If y'all ready, just say ready and we get started. Okay, so I see two persons say ready. We have 12 persons here. That's 3. Four, 5, 6, 7, So waiting on Devon, Rikayo, Janela. Okay, Karen. All right, so let's get started, guys. Now, when it comes to matrices, again, you're not writing everything that you're seeing. I'm going to tell you exactly what to write. So you should have matrices. And the first thing you're going to write down is, you don't need to know all these things is general things. The name of a matrix is usually donated by a capital letter. You're not writing this. This is just general information. Matrix M has 4 elements, which are denoted by lowercase letters. So elements are what we call the things inside the matrices, right? M has 2 rows and 2 columns. You should know what a row is. A row goes from left to right. So we have 2 rows and columns are vertical. So we have 2 columns. What I need you to write down is the order of a matrix. So you're going to write down the definition of order. So that's the first thing you're going to write this here. So whenever they ask you for the order of a matrix, they are really asking you, how are the elements arranged? How many rows and how many columns? So the order is always the number of rows by the number of columns. when y'all copy this down, when y'all finish it done, so I could do some examples. I see one person done. Two, three. Anybody else finish? Let's go, guys. Anybody else? What's going on? Okay, can I move on then? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna write some matrices and you're gonna tell me the order of the matrices, right? So the first one, the instruction is state the order of the following. So before you start writing, I need y'all to just answer first and then you could copy it down. All right, so the first one. What is the order of this? In the chat. What's the order of this matrix? How many rows by how many columns? Mariska said 2 by 2. Is that true? You have 2 rows and 2 columns, right? So that's a 2 by 2. Next one, what's the order of this one? So the ladies are saying 3 by 3. Is that true? This is why we're doing this. So this is very important. Guys, this is a 2 by 3. How do I know it's a 2 by 3? Look at this. How many rows? How much things going across? Ain't just two. So this would be row 1 and this would be row 2. Then when it comes to the columns, how much things going down? That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. So the answer here is 2 rows. So that's 2 by 3. Everybody see that? I hope everybody's seeing it, right? Good afternoon. Next one, let's try this one. What is the order of this one? I need everybody to try, even if you're not confident. What is this order? So let's check. How many going across? Only 1 row going across, right? That's row 1. And then how many coming down? 1, 2, 3. So this would give us a 1 by 3. Let's try 2 more. What is the order of this one? Everybody, let's go. Is it a 2 by 3 or a 3 by 2? Which one? I'm waiting to see more people try because, again, this is actually super, super important. If we can't do this, we won't be able to do a lot of things in matrices. So we cannot move on unless everybody is 100% confident in this one. So again, order always comes how? It always the rows by the columns. How many rows I have here? How much things going across? That's 1, that's 2, that's 3 rows. How many coming down? That's 1, that's 2. So your answer is a 3 by 2. Let's try another one. 5. Everybody, let's go again. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What is the order of this matrix here? One by 3 or 3 by 1? So let's check it out. How much rows? How much going across? 1, 2, 3. And how much coming down? 1. So this would give me a 3 by 1. Copy down these here for me, please. I hope when you're copying it down, you kind of get a clearer understanding of it. So the first thing we're learning about matrices is that it's an arrangement of numbers into rows and columns, right? And what we call that the order. You're going to hear that word a lot. The last exam, they actually gave students some stuff and they asked them, why could you add these two matrices? And you had to know the rules about the orders. So when you finish copying down these 5 examples, let me know, say done, and then we're going to go through some more. We're going to move along, sorry. Apologies for my energy, I'm not feeling so good. So we're going to try to push and do as much as possible tonight, okay? I see Crystal says she's finished. I'll try to write as fast as possible. Okay, let's get into some stuff now. So this is what you're going to copy for me. Because for me, I just need you to know the definitions of these things, and then we're going to go straight into practicing some questions. So there are some types of matrices that you need to know. These matrices, I wonder if it's important, to be honest. They're not important. So all you're going to do is just do it, watch it to remember it. Everybody with me? So just say ready so I could know everybody paying attention, because again, these things don't come in the questions. It's just things you should know. All right. So the first one we're watching, the first type of matrix that we need to know is called a square matrix. A square matrix have the same number of rows and the same number of columns. So for example, if you look at the first one, there's got 2 rows and 2 columns. So it gives us a 2 by 2. So that's why we call it square, because you know a square got even signs, right? Of course, you could take a picture. You want me to go back over? You mean of these questions on this side? Yeah, because everybody should have these in their books. On Monday, I'm gonna ask y'all to see your books, and I expect to see these questions. I'm just gonna also post this video up online if you need to recap it. Finish? Okay. So all right, everybody got it? If you got the square matrix, just say got it. So again, you could have a 2 by 2, a 3 by 3, a 4 by 4, sorry, a 4 by 4, a 5 by 5. Once the number of rows and columns are the same, that's what we call a square matrix. All right, moving along. Here we call the 2 different diagonals. Everybody knows a diagonal, right? A diagonal is something that goes across a shape. So you can have diagonals in square matrices. So you have the leading diagonal from left to right. So that's the leading diagonal. And the non-leading diagonal is going the opposite way. Okay? So what we've done so far, square matrices, same number, same of number of rows and columns. And then we have the diagonal, the leading diagonal, and the non-leading diagonal. All right. The diagonal matrix is just those matrices where there's only numbers in the diagonal and all the other numbers is zero. So you see here 1 and 4, and then all the other digits are zero. None of these things really important. You just need to know the names of it. All right, now we're going into the important stuff. This is important, the identity matrices. Everybody, I need y'all to copy down this one. This one is important because this one, they just ask you to find the identity matrix, prove the identity matrix. So copy this one. When you finish, say done. Second. Everybody finish? Okay, so those who finished, copied on these two as well. You need to know what a row matrix is. Obviously, a row matrix, it just has one row. A column matrix only has one column. So you're going to also copy down these here and the examples. So this is the example. This is the example. These are important in vectors as well. So that's why I want to make sure y'all know the difference between a row matrix and a column matrix. Sorry. When you finish, sit down, please, 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 please. Keep me posted on where you are so I could know how to move on. Okay. Awesome job, guys. Awesome job. Awesome job. Awesome job. Okay. The next type of matrix, I don't think I have it here in the notes. I'm going to write it up. Yes, it's not here. So I'm going to come. Another important matrix is called the equal matrix. Equal matrix is exactly what it sounds like, okay? No, everybody, if you're rating pass for a cause, you see when you're calling out the elements of a matrix, this is how you call it out. So make sure you pay attention because this is very important. So here, you always start with element 1. So this would be element 1. You go right, you go across the rows. So this would be element 2. And then you go down. So this would be element 3, and this would be element 4. Everybody with me? That's how you look at the order of each element in the matrix. So you don't go down, you go cross. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. All right. So equal matrix is pretty straightforward. Elements in the same position, elements in the same position are equal. So I need y'all to answer this for me. What is A equal to? Thank you very much. E. What is B equal to? Thank you. Very good. What C is equal to? Excellent job. And what is D equal to? H. Pretty straightforward, right? Now check this out now. I'm gonna give an example, and you're gonna have to tell me what the elements are. So example 1. Okay, let's go. So here it says here, right? Matrix M is equal to this: 2A, 5, 10, and P. Matrix P is equal to 8, B, 10, 6. Find what A is equal to. Find what B is equal to. Find what P is equal to. So first thing first, which two numbers match in here? How do I find A? Which two positions, which two things have the same position? And 2A, this is 2A, and this is a A. What is 2A equal to? They ain't equal to each other? So what do I write? Answer. This is how you find your answer. What do you say? In 2A is equal to 8. How do I find A, everybody? Don't we transpose? Somebody tell me how to find A if I know this is what they equal to each other. What do I do to find A alone? Thank you very much, Eshban. Very good. You divide by 2. Whatever you do on one side, you do on the other side. So this can cancel. So A is equal to 4. Everybody see that? Even though it's matrices, a lot of algebra. Good. Do I need to calculate B or B straightforward? Who could tell me what B is equal to? Joseph said 5. Is that true? B is equal to 5B or B is equal to 5? Which one? So let's just make sure we're understanding it, right? Remember, the first element, if they're equal, the first element will equal to the first element. So that's how we get at. So these two can equal to each other. Second thing, if they two are equal, I mean, the two second elements are equal to each other. So that means these two are equal. Everybody with me? So that means simply B is equal to 5. And who could tell me what P is equal to? So P is equal to 6. Yep, that's it. So I want to give y'all another example to try. Copy that down, and all I need you to do is tell me the value of all the letters. This is a CXC question. So, example 2. Questions like this just common students just get wrong because they just forget how easy it is. So all I need you to tell me is what X is equal to and what Y is equal to. That's, sorry, that's -3. Okay, so D says Y is equal to 3. What you get for X? Anybody agree? Everybody else agree? Let's go, guys. We got 20 of us in here. I need some response, please. I just need to know if we're all on the same page. So let's look at it. Where X is. X is the first position. Because they're equal, X going to be equal to the other thing that's in the first position, right? So we didn't have to do no calculation for this. So X is equal to -2. For Y, do we need to do some calculations? Yes, because 2Y is equal to 6. So I'm going to write that. 2Y is equal to 6. So I have to do some transposing, yeah? So we divide by 2 on both sides. So when we cancel, Y is equal to 6 divided by 2. So Y is equal to 3. If you got this, say got it, please. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. It's just the basics. This is baby stuff. So y'all copy down the examples, right? Or y'all need a minute to copy down the example. Okay. Okay, no problem. All right, so up next, we're gonna go into addition of matrices. So first, I'm gonna give you the rule, and it's the easy one. It's pretty simple. Once we finish addition and subtraction and scale and multiplication, then we're going into what this lesson is really about, which is multiplication of matrices. Then we're going to go into finding inverse matrices. And then once we solve simultaneous equations, we are done with matrices. We can literally do matrices in one class. Literally. When y'all finish, don't forget to sit down so I can know we could move on. What time it is? It's 5:30 already. I would like class to finish early. Like if we could finish before 7, that would be awesome. So try as much as possible to write as fast as possible. Okay, so let's get into the big stuff, guys. So everybody head up addition of matrices. Addition and subtraction of matrices. Rule. All right, guys, this is the rule. You can only add or subtract matrices with the same order. This is very important to remember. Get some kind of highlighter, anything that could make this rule stand out, put it in a box. Okay, this is very important. You could only add or subtract matrices of the same order. So I'm going to do some examples. And the first thing you're going to do is identify if you can add the two matrices, and then we're going to add them, okay? I have a better idea. Let me do something else. Hold on. Y'all copying them while I writing, right? I hope so. All right, so once y'all copy this down, sit down, and I'm gonna go through some examples and we bust through. Excellent. Very good. All right, guys, wherever you reach, pause for a cause so we could start getting through these examples. So the first one I'm gonna ask you if I could add these two matrices, yes or no. So A plus B. I just need you to say if I can add them or not. Yes or no. Excellent job, everybody. Yes, because what is the order of A? This is a 2 by 2, and this is a 2 by 2. They have the same arrangements. So all I need to do now is set it up, and this is how you set it up to get your full marks. A is 4, 3, 2, 1, plus B, which is 0, 1, 4, 5. So this is how you break it down. Hope everybody paying attention. You add the elements in the same position. So that's the rule. This is what you do to add. Add elements in the same position. Okay? So that means which two numbers I add in? I add in 4 and 0. So that's 4 plus 0. That's the first position. I'm adding 3 plus 1. You realize I leave in space so I could see the difference between the first term and the second term. We're going down. It's going to be 2 and 4. 2 plus 4. And then 1 plus 5. So my final answer, and please note you realize how I'm coming down with my solution. So it's going to be 4 plus 0 is 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. 1 plus 5 is 6. Everybody okay with that? Guess what I want you to do for me? Everybody, post the answer for this one. B plus A. I just did A plus B. Do B plus A and tell me if you notice something. When you're typing your answers, you're going to just type your answers in order from A, B, C, D. So you would type the answers A, B, C, D in the chat. Okay, you get the same answers. The Kwanya said 4466. Anybody else? Same thing? All right. So what you would notice is that even though you change the order of the two matrices, so B come first and A come after, what do you notice? You get the same answer. Anybody know what you call that? When you get A plus B is equal to B plus A, what do we call that? It starts with a C, a law. Anybody remember? Excellent. Therefore, matrix addition is commutative. Obviously, y'all would have done this part already, so me got to do it. So matrix addition is commutative. This has come a lot. This question has come a lot. So let me explain something to you guys. Anytime you see a question and they say, prove that A plus B is commutative, you just got to go and find the opposite. So if they ask you to find A plus B, you just have to find B plus A and show that the answers are equal. And then you're going to say, therefore, it is commutative. Okay? So make sure y'all copy down this part. When you finish that, you're going to do one more for me. You're going to do 3. You're going to find D plus E. D plus E. Everybody. D plus E. All of this is just practice. I just want to make sure y'all have this unlocked, especially when it comes to the negative numbers. Find D plus E. First of all, can I add D plus E? Excellent. Let's go. Get it done. Anybody got rain? Just a random question. Anybody got rain? I'm waiting for the rain since this morning, and I'm very upset. Okay. I live in the mountains. It just really cloudy. Like it's been cloudy all day, looking like it's going to rain, and absolutely no rain. I thought they were saying flash floods was supposed to happen. So that's the reason why I didn't want us to have class physical, just in case we get, stranded in the school. Just high winds? Okay. You see, better to be safe than sorry, yeah? Okay, so we got some figures. I see -354,046. Excellent. I'm not sure if it if everybody else got the same thing, but everybody send your answers. So I see some people got a few digits different. So let me do it just in case, yeah? I see some people say 063, and then some people saying 046. No, 036, and some people saying 046. Which one it is? So just to make sure you got the working, so you're gonna have to state out what D is. So D is 234,105 plus -520, -141. And then your next step is just grouping them together. So that would be 2 plus -5, 3 plus 2, 4 plus 0. This would be 1 plus -1, 0 plus 4, 5 plus 1. So my final answer is -3, because you know clashing signs, eh? This is going to become minus, so clashing signs. 5, 4. Which part is stuck, Lovey? Which part is the part that give you a little problem? The clashing signs? This is going to become 1 minus 1, so that's 0. 0 plus 4 is 4. 5 plus 1 is 6. Which part is stuck? So let me see if I could clarify a little bit. So that's the answer, people. Remember, how do you do it? You add the numbers in the same position. So that's why we have 2 plus -5. 3 plus 2. 4 plus 0. And the same thing down here. 1 plus 5 plus 1. 0 plus 4. And 1 plus -1. You just add them. You see, so you realize how we got 3 positions. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's how you do it. So you understand how to do it now? Okay, awesome. Now check this out, guys. This is very important. We are going to take these same matrices and apply this concept. What does this mean? Hold on. If I tell you this, if you see this, what does that mean? Is there operation between two of them? What does it mean? What is happening between? Very good. Thank you very much. Excellent job. This means 2 times A. So I know if I want 2 times A and A is this, look at that. You're going to put 2 and you're going to put 4, 3, 2, 1. What do you think that means? If A is a matrix, that A means you're going to multiply everything inside of A by 2. So that means you're going to end up with 2 times 4. Let me use a different color just to make sure we see how it works. So this is the 2. We're going to put the 2 in red. So just to make sure I make it look easy. So it's going to be 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, 2 times. And then it's going to be, the first one is 2 times 4. The next one is 2 times 3. Next one is 2 times 2. And the next one is 2 times 1. So our final answer is 8, 4, 6, 4. Pretty simple, right, guys? And if it was a negative number, you know, you would have just been multiplying by a negative number. Everybody with me? Now, suppose I ask for half of A. what would you do with a half of A? This is what you would do for a half of A. So you put the half, just like how you put it to there. So you would put 4, 3, 2, 1. So guess what? Multiplying by a half. The last one is 2, teacher. Which one? Oh, thank you so much, Loving. Thank you very much. This is supposed to be a 1. You're right. Supposed to be 2 times 1. Yes, please write down everything we're doing right now. Write down the examples. All of these is things you're going to need for the future. But I want y'all to pay attention to this part, okay? Look at this. Do you know that multiplying by a half is the same thing as dividing by 2? Do you agree? Suppose I tell you 6 times a half. I would put 6 over 1. I would put 6 over 1 in it. And then you would say 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. And then, this means 6 divided by 2, which is 3. Everybody with me? So check this out now. So if you're multiplying by a half, this means that all of these numbers, you got to put it over 2. So this would become 4 over 2, 3 over 2, 2 over 2, and 1 over 2. And any of these here could break down? Yes, because 4 over 2 is 4 divided by 2, which will give you 2. We can't break this down. You do not change it into a decimal. You leave it just like a fraction. 2 into itself goes once, and then you leave a half. So copy that down. Once you finish, copy that down, sit done, and then we're moving on. I have a small challenge for you guys based on what we just did. And then we're moving on into the nitty-gritty stuff, the real stuff. So as soon as you finish, just sit done. Done? Okay, guys. So this is a CXC question I'm going to give you guys now. So write down this question, work out your answer, post your answer. So I think it is just 1, 2, 3 questions. It's the same challenge question. Like I say, I hope everybody is managing okay so far. Like I said before, once you know what you're doing, it's pretty simple. Given that A is equal to 2, -3, 4, 1, and B is equal to -1. Teacher, I have a headache, so I'm feeling well. No problem. Just try, okay? No problem. 7, 3. Everybody copy that down. So what I'm going to do is give you a question one at a time, and you're going to work it out and post your answer. So once you don't copy this down, let me know that you're done so I could post the question. All right. So the first challenge is find, go. Make sure you show all your working. Excellent job, D. I'm not gonna see if it's right or wrong yet. Just make sure you check over your answers. You make a small mistake, eh? Yeah. Anybody else? Sorry. You sure, Eshban, in that order? Remember how you're supposed to list out your elements, eh? You're supposed to go A, B, C, D. Okay? Yeah, it'll go, you're going from left to right, or like you could even do it like how Rod did it. Excellent job, everybody. And I'm going to show you what you should have done to get full marks. You must state this first. You must state 3 and rewrite what B is, right? Like this. And then you must show that you're multiplying. So you must state 3 times -1, 3 times 5, 3 times 7, 3 times 3. So our answers are -3, 15, 21, 9. Pretty simple, right? Next one, let's go B. This one is a little bit harder. 2A minus B. Let's go. 2A minus B. The final answer, okay. You better check everything. I'm gonna start working it out, guys. Anybody getting any trouble? Should I wait for a minute or can I start working it out? So the first thing is, okay, I'll wait. So D, you just gotta pay attention to your solutions, okay? So I'm glad that you found the mistake. Okay, thank you. Sorry. Okay, that's Rod's answer. Okay, you sure? You back check it? Make sure you back check it. We must be able to identify our own mistakes, okay, guys? So anytime you do something, always quickly just run through it just to make sure all of the numbers is the numbers you're meant to write, that you add, multiply, and subtract correctly. Okay. I get to 3 different sets of numbers. So the answers I've gotten so far are all 3 different sets of numbers. And Josette now have a slightly different answer as well. So that means nobody, I don't know if anybody is correct. Okay. So everybody answer literally, I think only 2 people answer matching. Okay, so let's see. Let's take a look. So step 1 would be saying 2 times A, right? So you would put your 2 and you would put what A is, which would be 2, -3, 4, 1, minus B, and that would be -1, 5, 7, 3. So that's the first mark you would get. to substitute it into the thing. So you multiply everybody by 2. So that will give me 4, -6, 8, 2, minus. Everybody have that so far? Minus -1, 5, 7, 3. So then this is the tricky part now. This is clearly where everything gone wrong. You gotta pay attention to the sign. So this would be 4 minus -1. 4 minus -1. This is gonna be -6 minus 5. 8 minus 7. 2 minus 3. Yeah? So we know what is going to turn into. This is going to turn into a plus. So that's 4 plus 1 is 5. Then we know when the signs are alike, we add the numbers and we put back the sign. So that's 5 plus 6 is 11. And you can put is -11. 8 minus 7 is just +1. But 2 minus 3 is -1. See, I had the right answer, fam. Everybody see? So I did see some people get it right. Some people was off by 1. Only one of them was off a little bit. Everybody see where they make the mistakes? Fix it, fix it, fix it. Okay, we got one more challenge question. One more challenge question. Forgot to put the negative. Okay. C. Sorry. This one is a bit harder, but I think you could do it. Half of A plus 4 of B. I know you could do this because we just add fractions before. Let's go, guys. You could do this. So you should have a feeling that your answer may be in fractions. Yeah. 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 If you know how to use your fractions button in your calculator, that would help a lot. So try that for me. If you could get this right, that means you're on fire. Feel somebody was something good to eat that like not fast food. I don't know. I think me want a Casper, but I don't know. My Uncle T's don't deliver. Yeah, getting true. Are we looking, guys? Should I start it? I'm gonna start it just in case. Should I just wait? Okay. If you know you're not 100% confident about adding the fractions, use your calculator. Okay, so I see Rod has an answer. Okay. Anybody else? You got 37 and 25. Mm. Okay, I'm gonna just start setting it out. Okay? So this would be, no, don't say, look at it and see if you could pick up on your mistake before I do it. So that would be half of 2 negative, let me put some space between them. Oh, let me come down so I could work it out underneath. So that would be half of 2 negative 3, 4, 1 plus 4 times b, which is negative 1, 5, 7, 3. Okay, so let's see how this goes. So this would be 2 over 2, negative 3 over 2, 4 over 2, 1 over 2, plus 4 times negative 1, right? 4 times 5, 4 times 7, 4 times 3. So this will give me 1, still negative 3.5. This will give me a whole number 2. This will give me a whole number 2. And this will leave me with a half. Plus, this would be negative 4. This would be 20, 28. Yeah, 12. How you working? All right, working's matching up with it. So the challenge here is just the actual fraction part, right? It's just the fraction part. So that means you're supposed to get 1 plus negative 4, negative 3 over 2 plus 20, 2 plus 28, a half plus 12. Yeah, what my calculator is. Hold on there. So this definitely gonna be 1 minus 4, which is negative 3. So what would this give me? This would give me 40 over 2, 40 minus 3 is 37 over 2. Right? Anybody got 37 over 2? Why again? Because 20 is 40 over 2. And if you minus 3 from 40, you get 37. This is going to be 30. Same thing with this now. 24. See, this is going to be 25 over 2. That's the answer, guys. So let me ask this question. How much persons get, I get negative 3 for sure, right? Come, talk to me. At least I need to know everybody get at least negative 3. Good. What about 37 over 2? What did you get for this part here? You got 21. You were stuck. Okay. Everybody got the 32, right? At least a 30. And you were stuck as well? Okay. But you understand how I got it? The only thing I didn't get right is 25 over 2. But if you use a calculator, a calculator wasn't giving I the answer. When you plug it in using the fractions button. When you get to finish, but try to do it off my head. Okay. All right. So just in general, how y'all feel about this? Even though the fractions was hard. Let me explain why. How do I change 20 into a fraction over 2? How do I change 20 into a fraction over 2? How many halves can I get in 20? If I was to cut 20 into 2, how many halves is that? Then 40 over 2. You see how I don't... Hello, guys. That's the mistake. Look at this. That ain't true. Talk to me. Everybody see what I'm saying? No problem. So 20 is 40 over 2. So 40 over 2 plus negative 3 over 2. Remember, if I was to switch it, remember this, right? Negative 3 over 2 plus 20 is the same thing as 20 minus 3 over 2. Everybody know that, right? That these two is the same thing. You're just switching it. So it's like you're saying 40 over 2 minus 3 over 2. They got the same denominator. So 40 minus 3 is 37 over 2. See it now? Okay. All right, so we're done with that. Guess what? We're done with addition and subtraction. That's all. This is the hardest question that could come, to be honest. And once you understand how to do it, you should be good. So I just want to cover how to do things. Now we're going into the most important thing, which is multiplying matrices. After that, we're going to end class there. And so next week, we're going to move on with the other topics that requires you to be able to know how to multiply two matrices. So copy down this. All right, when I say condition, remember what was the condition in order to add two matrices? For you to add two matrices, they must have the same order. Do you agree? Everybody remember that? That's what condition means. Condition means what must happen in order for something to be possible. So in order for two things to be able to multiply, two matrices to be multiplied, the number of rows for the first matrix. So for example, for matrix A, suppose you got M times N. If you multiply by a second matrix times a next matrix, M times N. These two numbers in here must match. Maybe I should use different, no, let me leave it like that. These numbers in here must match. And then these two out here would be your answer, the type of matrix for your answer. So we're going to do some examples so I can show you what I mean. That yellow is very bad on the eyes. So let me know if you have finished copying that down. Let me know when y'all done, okay? So just say done. Okay. Okay, so I see some people finishing. Just waiting for more persons to say they're done. Here, well, we're here. You hearing rain? Hold on, then let me look outside. Hold on. If it raining, I will be so happy. As soon as I finish class, I go curl up and go to sleep. Hold on. I got concrete roof, so I can't hear my thing. Oh, baby, joy. What? Let me go. Send some rain by me, guys. Keon always got some rain. It's drizzling in Keon too. Oh, everybody got rain and me got rain. A second. Hopefully it comes my way soon. All right, so let's go, guys. So the first thing we're gonna do, where is Lambert's? That's West. Where's Lambert's? Like by Ross direction. I live in Stapleton up in the mountains. So I thought I would have get a rain first. All right, so let's go. So everybody, as I was saying, the condition, in order for you to say, I can multiply these two things, you must check to see if the number of columns of the first matrix is equal to the number of rows of the second matrix. For me, what I do, I write it out just like this. And once these two numbers in here match, I good to go. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So example 1. So you got matrix 1 times matrix 2 equal product. You know what product mean, right? Product means the answer when you multiply two things. So product. So you could predict what type of matrix your answer will be. All right, so let's look at the first one. You need to copy this down in your book, because this is important. Suppose you, oh, no, I shouldn't have done that. Let me just leave no lines. So if I start off with 2, let's make it easy. If I start off with a 2 by 2 times a 2 by 3, can these two be multiplied, yes or no? I'm watching the chat, guys. Talk to me. Yes or no? If these two numbers in here match, the answer is yes. So what type of answer I will get? So the matrix answer I would get is a 2 by 3. So that's what the answer I'm going to get, a 2 by 3. Remember, it's not 6 in there. This is just saying the number of rows by the number of columns. Okay? Let's try another one. 2 by 1 times a 2 by 1. Can I multiply these two matrices? I'm watching the chat. First thing you got to do is see if the middle numbers match. Do the middle numbers match? No. Anytime this happens in the exam, you're going to say cannot be multiplied. Cannot be multiplied. And you know why you can't multiply. The number of columns of the first one is not equal to the number of rows of the second one. Okay, good. Let's go. Do another one. See, a 2 by 3 times a 3 by 4. Can I multiply these two? Middle numbers match. Very good. So what type of answer I will get from when I multiply this? What would be my product? What answer, what type of matrix I will get? Excellent job. Thank you very much. A 2 by 4. Let's try one more. Let's try one more. A 3 by 2 times a 3 by 3. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So these two in here don't match, so cannot. All right, so now we're going to write down, copy these down, and I'm going to write the actual rule of how to multiply two matrices. The actual rule to multiply two matrices is you multiply rows by columns. That's the rule there. So this is the last thing we're going to do tonight. I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to do a few examples. I'm going to give you two to do just to make sure you understand the skills, and then we take it from there for next class. Just let me know when I'm ready. Okay, so let's start off by something easy. Let's start off with something easy, something with whole numbers, something that does not require us to do nothing too fancy. All right, so all I need you guys to do for me is lock in Pay attention to everything. So as we know, the rule is rows by columns. So step one, I'm going to say A is equal to 2153. B is equal to 4067. So first thing first, can we multiply these two matrices? Suppose they say find AB. You know AB means A times B, right? So can this be done? That's a question for everybody. Can I multiply these two things? Not sure? Then I say yes. What is the order of the first one? What is the order of A? What is A? What is the order of A? A is a 2 by 2 times, what is B? B is also a 2 by 2. So you take your thing, you circle the in between because you know they're going to be matching. So you know you can multiply. That means your answer is going to be a 2 by 2. So that's the first thing. You know your answer is going to be a 2 by 2, right? So you're going to map out 2 rows and 2 columns, just like this. Mandatory. Now, check this. You have to multiply rows by columns. So check this out. How many rows here A got? So I'm going to circle the rows in A. So this is the rows. And this is the top row. And this is the bottom row. Sure, no problem. In the second one, you're going to circle the columns. How do I describe my columns? I got column to the left. I got column to the right. So let me stop right here. Everybody see what I did here? In the first matrix, you circle the rows. You label it top and bottom. The second matrix, you circle the columns and you label it left and right. If you got it, say got it. Based on my experience, students who do it like this don't ever get these questions wrong. Only 2 people say got it. One to everybody else. All right, now look at these 4 things here. These 4 things gonna got some positions. Look at the positions. Isn't this first line top left? Do you agree? So if this is top left, what over here gonna be? What I call this line? This line gonna be called what? Top right. And then down here would be called what? Bottom left. And this will be called what? Bottom right. Guess what this does? This tells you what numbers to use, you know? Because this is what students just get confused by. In the exam, they just get nervous, they just panic, and they just use the wrong numbers. So check this out. I hope everybody locked in and paying attention. Let me zoom out one more time. You're using top and left numbers. Everybody with me? So when you're calculating this part, you're using top left. So how you go about answering this? You take the first 2, you multiply the first 2. What is the first 2 in both of them? The first number in top is 2. You multiply it by the top number, the first number in left. So that's 2 times 4. Then you add it to the product of the second 2. So you multiply the first 2 and you add it to the product of the second 2. What is the product of the second 2? 1 times 6. Everybody see what I'm talking about here? So you multiply the first 2 numbers and you add it to multiplying the second 2 numbers. So let's do top right. Let's do top right. What 2 numbers are going to use? The top and the right numbers. What's the first 2? The first 2 would be 2 times 0 plus, what's the second 2? 1 times 7. Anybody can help me with the bottom left? Who can tell me what the bottom left gonna look like? Let's go. What's the first 2 in the bottom left? Bottom left. What times what? Remember, it's the first 2. What's the first 2 numbers in the bottom and the left? It's gonna be 5 times what? A 4, 4 in the top. Remember, it's the left we're looking at. Bottom left. So it's gonna be 5 times 4. Plus the second 2. What's the second 2? 3 times 6. Everybody seeing it? What about bottom right? Bottom, that's the bottom numbers. This is the right numbers. So what's the first 2 in both of them? 5 times 0 plus 3 times 7. Now, everybody check this out. You know, there's a way to check to see if your answer going right. Anybody seen a pattern yet? Times 4 times 6 times 0 times 7. Everybody seen that pattern? Now watch the front numbers now. Watch the front numbers. Watch the front numbers. 1, 2, 5, 3. 2, 1, 5, 3. Look over here. Look at the front numbers. So you see 2, 1, 5, 3. 2, 1, 5, 3. Watch the front numbers again. 2, 1, 5, 3. Everybody see how to back check to see if your combination right? The back numbers should always match above and above below. So if you realize these 2 numbers don't match, you make a mistake. Then when you look at all the front numbers must be the front matrix. 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3. Everybody see what I was trying to show you? Let me know, please, before we move on. Don't worry, we're gonna do some more examples. All right, from here, you're supposed to be able to take it from here. Let's go. 2 times 4 is what? 8 plus 1 times 6 is 6. 2 times 0 is 0 plus 1 times 7 is 7. 5 times 4 is 20 plus 3 times 6 is 18. 5 times 0 is 0 plus 3 times 7 is 21. So our final answer is 8 plus 6 is 14. 38, 7, 21. Everybody see that? Copy this down, please. We can do another one together. Do not stress yourself too much. If you ain't get it the first time, that's okay. I'm going to go over some examples. When you finish, say done, and then I'm going to go do another one. All right, suppose I ask you for BA. Who's supposed to come in front now? A and B? Talk to me. So BA, you got to rewrite it so that B in front. So 4, 0, 6, 7 times, what is A? 2, 1, 5, 3. All right, so let's go through this together, guys. We're watching. What is always step number 1? We know from before that you could multiply a 2 by 2. When you multiply a 2 by 2, what you're going to end up with? A 2 by 2. So you know that your answer is going to be a 2 by 2. But before we get to that, what must I circle? I must circle my rows and my columns. So I'm going to circle my rows. What am I going to label this? T? What am I going to label this one? B. No, I'm going to circle columns on this side. What am I going to label this? L. Very good. R. So everybody okay with this part? I'm going slow because I want to make sure everybody understand each step. Does everyone understand this part? Talk to me quickly. Good. How do we know what type of answer we get? We know from before that we're going to get 2 by 2. So how much space is that? A 2 by 2 means 2 columns, 2 rows, 2 columns. So that's 4 spaces. So you're going to map it out. So you know you got 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. Then how do I know which numbers I need to use for each? I'm going to label it. So this one going to be what? What do I label this section, somebody? What do I label the first line? What position is this? Top left, very good. So this is top left. This is top right. Down here is bottom left, bottom right. All right, I need y'all to tell me the combinations. Let's go, no punk vibes. Everybody, I need y'all to try. So remember, which combinations we using for here? We're using the top left combinations. Remember, you're multiplying the first 2, then you're adding it to the second 2. So what's the first 2 for top left? Excellent. Is that true? Come on, peoples. What's the first 2 in the top and left? So that's 4 times 2 plus what? Anybody? What's the next combination? What's the second 2? You're focusing on top left. We just did 4 and 2. What's the second 2 numbers? No, you done use 4 already. What is the second number in top? Thank you very much. 0 times 5. Why would you use 2 again? Look at it. First 2 numbers, second 2 numbers. All right, let's go again. Let's do top right. Let's go. What are the combinations for top right? Excellent. 4 times 1. Very good. Plus, what's the second combination? Excellent. Very good. Let's go. Next one. What is bottom left combination of bottom left? First 2. What's the first 2 numbers in them 2 things? Excellent. 6 times 2. Second combination. Very good. 7 times 5. That's it. Let's go. Bottom right. 6 times 1. Yes. 6 times 1. Then 7 times 3. No, everybody, are we matching the right way? Times 2, times 5, times 1, times 3. Then look at the front numbers. 4067, 4067, 4067. Everybody see how you know your fact if you answer right, so you do not move forward until you make sure that all of your numbers are correctly labeled. All right, so we could finish it from here now. Quick. Let's go. What is this? Thank you. 8 plus 0. What's the next one over here? 4 plus 0. Down here as well. 12 plus 35, yes. Last one as well. Yeah, I gotta work it out and I can't work it out. 6 plus 21. Thank you. So what is my final answer? 8, 4, 47, 27. I have a question for you. Is multiplication commutative? It is not. It is not, because AB is equal to 14, 7, 38, 21. But BA is equal to 8, 4, 47, 27. So that means AB is not equal to BA. So what do we say? Therefore, not commutative. Write that down at the bottom, please. You see this part here? Very important. So we just showed what to do when it is commutative. You make sure you put them equal to each other. And when they're not commutative, you do the same thing. You're just going to say AB is not equal to BA, therefore not commutative. So I have a question for y'all. Y'all think y'all can handle one by yourselves now? If y'all could do it and get it right, class done. You want to copy it first? Okay, let me open it. So copy it down. Right. Let me know when you're ready, okay? Ready? Okay, no, this is not about don't worry about going fast. Just try to get the steps them right, okay? So I'm gonna give you M is equal to 0, 1, 3, 6, and P is equal to 2, 8, 5, 4. Find. I give her an easy one. You realize me ain't giving iron no 2 by 3 or 3 by 2. Tonight I just want her to be able to multiply um a regular one. And then I gonna show her how to do a big one, and then that's it. So find MP for me. Post your answer when you get it. Let's go. Yeah, I got this. Okay. You're standing on it or you're gonna change anything? Send me your numbers, babes. Karen, send me your answer, boo. Okay, so I see two different answers so far. Okay, now I see three different answers so far. I'm gonna start working it out. See three different answers, three. Okay. Everybody got to check how you remember the step when I tell her to check to make sure the things they're matching. All right, doing that. Some people saying the last term is 48. Some people saying the last term is 39. Those are the two options I've seen. Everybody else get everything else matching except the last part. What's going on? Check that, check that, check that. So I'm gonna circle my rows and label my rows top and bottom. Circle my columns, and label it left and right, left and right. Okay. See, I gotta check our stuff, please. We already know 2 by 2 gonna give us 2 by 2. Look for your mistakes. Look for your mistakes. So I know my combination is first 2 plus second 2. So that will be 0 times 2 plus 1 times 5. This would be 0 times 8 plus 1 times 4. Yeah? Yeah, let me check. 0, 8, 1, 4. This would give me 3 times 2 plus 6 times 5. This would give me 3 times 8 plus 6 times 4. So I'm just going to do my back checking. So I got 2, 2, 5, 5, 8, 8, 4, 4. 0, 1, 3, 6, 0, 1, 3, 6, 0, 1, 3, 6. So my numbers are correctly grouped. So it's just for me to work it out. So I have 0 plus 5, first thing first. 0 plus 4. 6 plus 30. 24 plus 24. So my answer is 5, 4, 36, 48. How are we looking? Where you get 12? Everybody see who made a mistake, where you make a mistake? All right, I just want to do one. You just got to copy them this one. I need to show you how to do a hard one. Use a punk, not me. Let's say Q is a 2 by 3. Suppose I ask you to find MQ. Can I multiply M by Q? That's for everybody. Everybody, can I multiply M and Q? I just watching it, y'all ain't doing the test, What is the order? What is the order of M? Come, let's go. Answer me, answer me. What is the order of M? Y'all cannot look at it and say yes or no. You have to work it out. So what's the order of M? Nobody could tell me the order of M. What is the order of M? Thank you. M is a 2 by 2. What is Q? Thank you. No, Q is not a 3 by 3. Q is a 2 by 3. Based on this, the numbers in here match? Yes. So what I mean? And what type of answer I gonna end up with? What kind of matrix my answer gonna be? My matrix is gonna be, my answer is gonna be a 2 by 3. Everybody with me? So how much spaces is that? That's 6 spaces. 2 rows, 3 columns. So you do that. Don't forget, everything I'm teaching you is for a reason, okay, guys? Don't forget. So 2 rows, 3 columns. If this line will just give me a break. So first thing I'm gonna do too, I'm gonna rewrite this so I could see all my information in one space. So everybody know why I did that. So I'm just gonna rewrite M and Q. So M is what? M is 0, 1, 3, 6. Q is 2, 1, 3, 4, 0, 2. Let me ask a question. How much people think they could do this without me showing it? Be honest. Yes or no? Can you do this without me showing? That's okay. I just wanted to know if you'll be able to handle it. Okay, let's try it together. Just like before, what do? We circle our rows and our columns, right? So this would be my row. And we only got 2 rows, so it's only still top and bottom. Because we got 3 columns now, we got to get 3 new names. What can I name this? I know I got left. What do I call the one in the middle? Ain't the one in the middle. So I would have left, middle, right. Everybody with me? Everybody okay? So how do I label this? This would be what? All I need y'all to do is label for me and I take it from there. How to label the first one? Let's go. Top left, excellent. So this gonna be what? Very good. And this gonna be what? TR. Very good. So if those are the top, we can just the same thing with the bottom. So bottom left, bottom middle, and bottom right. So let me run through this. Y'all think y'all could handle it? Who could tell me what is the combination for TL? Let's go quickly. Anybody? I just need somebody to answer. You want to try, you could try. If you want to just look on, you could look on. That's okay. But anybody want to try? What is TL? First 2 plus second 2. The faster we talk, the faster we go. Denaya says 0 times 2. Thank you. 0 times 2 plus. Guys, not because I say you could look on me, nobody gonna try except Denaya. Come on. Thank you. Come on. 1 times 4. Thank you. Let's go. Top middle. What's the combination for top middle? Thank you. 0 times 1 plus. Excellent job. Top right. Top right. 0 times 3. Very good. Plus. I feel like more people could make an effort, you know. This is the last question. I feel like more people should be saying something or trying. Only come on and then I train. Me understand why. You can still try. Let's go bottom left. Thank you. 3 times 2 plus next 2, 6 times 4. Very good. Bottom middle. Which one it is? It's 3 times 1, then 6 times 0, right? Yeah, 3 times 1 plus 6 times 0. Yeah. Then we have 3 times 3 plus, what's the last one? 6 times 2? Thank you very much. So from here, we should be able to just lock it down. So let me just work out this here quickly. So that will be 0 plus 4, 0 plus 0, 0 plus 2. Check to make sure I'm making the answer mistakes. I'm making any mistakes? Is 0 plus 2? Is there? Huh? Hold on. So this will be 6 plus 24, 3 plus 0, 9 plus 12. Yeah. So our final answer is going to be 4, 0, 2, 30, 3, 21. You see this example copied on this example. Very, very important. The 2 by 3 by 3 by 2. All right, guys. How everybody feeling about this? Everybody okay? I just need to know if y'all okay with this. Please, all I'm gonna ask you to do for me is on Monday, come remembering how to do this. This is very important. We don't have the time for me to teach this over. So on Monday, what I'm going to do is just teach the second half of matrices, which should take us an hour. And then we're gonna use the other time to get into vectors. I want to start vectors on Monday. So at least next week we're done with matrices and vectors. And we could go back to question number 3. We still got to do question 3, 6, and 8. All right. So that's it for today's class, guys. I'm gonna download this now and post it on YouTube so you could look at it if you need to. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. See you on Monday. Bye.